Top 10 hackers caught by FBI. Hackers all have different intentions. Some work to making computer networks more secure, while others develop malware and exploit software vulnerabilities. Of the latter group, there is a special subclass of criminals, those who make the FBI's cyber's most wanted list. These individuals give a whole new meaning to black hat hacking. The nature of their crimes is such that all US law enforcement agencies have mobilized against them under a shared commitment to bring these bad actors to justice. Welcome to Facts in Sight. For more videos such as this one, please visit this channel for insights based solely on facts. Make sure you subscribe and give a like. Number 10. Behzad Mesri. In May 2017, Iran-based black hat hacker Behzad Mesri began conducting a reconnaissance of the networks and employees at Homebox Office, HBO, a premium cable and satellite television network. He spent the next 2 mornings compromising employees' accounts so that he could access corporate servers and exfiltrate sensitive data. Some of the information he stole included footage from upcoming episodes of popular HBO shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm, 3 weeks before Al-Mine hacked the network's Facebook and Twitter accounts. Mesri sent an email to multiple HBO executives and employees claiming he had stolen 1.5 terabytes of HBO's data. A follow-up email alleged that he had lifted full scripts and cast lists for Game of Thrones, as well as precious data for unaired shows. Mesri, who previously worked for the Iranian military, issued his ultimatum to HBO on 23rd of July 2017. Pay $5.5 million in Bitcoin or suffer the public release of this stolen data. The member of the Turk Black Hat hacking group upped his demands to $6 million 3 days later. After HBO refused to meet the ransom, Mesri publicly released some of the stolen data beginning on the 30th of July 2017 and throughout August. It was at that time that law enforcement filed a federal offense warrant against Mesri. There has been no news of Mesri since the US District Court filed his indictment against him. In all likelihood, he's holed up in his native country. Number 9. Viet Quoc Nguyen. Beginning around February 2009, Viet Quoc Nguyen partnered with Gang Hong and others to defraud at least 8 different email service providers and to send spam mail to numerous individual recipients. Nguyen and Vu's malicious scheme began when they acquired cryptors, covert monitoring tools, and malware. The 2 black hat hackers then launched phishing email attacks against some of their targeted ESPs. Those campaigns delivered malware, thereby allowing Nguyen and Vu to access victimized employees' computers in order to steal credentials for their employees' systems. The stolen information laid the foundation for Nguyen and Vu to access the ESP's systems and steal confidential information, including tens of millions of customers' email addresses. In other cases, they abused the access to launch phishing attacks against other ESP employees in order to infiltrate those companies' systems. Sometimes they even leveraged the email addresses they stole to conduct spam email campaigns, leading to Nguyen's affiliate marketing websites. For his alleged crimes, a federal grand jury charged Nguyen with 29 counts, including wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and other offences. Number 8. The JabberZeus Suspects. In 2012, the United States District Court for the District of Nebraska indicted 9 individuals for having infected thousands of computers with the Zeus banking Trojan, malware which they used to steal millions of dollars from victims' bank accounts. The charges against them include conspiracy to participate in racketeering activity, conspiracy to commit computer fraud and identity theft, aggravated identity theft, and multiple counts of bank fraud. Together, this cybercrime ring unlawfully installed the Zeus banking Trojan on victims' computers, allowing them to steal usernames, passwords, and other information necessary for them to gain access to their victims' banking accounts. By claiming they were employees of the victims and were authorized to manage their funds on their behalf, the JabberZeus Suspects tricked a number of organizations, including a bank and a company based in Nebraska, into wiring more than $70 million to money mules based in the United States. These persons then forwarded some of the funds to the conspirators. In total, the JabberZeus Suspects are believed to have successfully stolen or attempted to steal upwards of $220 million, while a number of individuals have been found, tried and convicted. The scheme's 4 masterminds. Number 7 and number 6. The co-conspirators Bjorn Sundin and Shaileshkumar. On the 26th of May 2010, the U.S. District Court of North Illinois indicted Sundin, Jane and a third suspect for 1 count of conspiracy to commit computer fraud and 24 separate counts of wire fraud. Federal warrants for their arrest went out the same day. Both Sundin and Jane faced a maximum prison sentence of 480 years in prison and a whopping $10 million in fines when apprehended. Though law enforcement has arrested their accomplice, Sundin and Jane have managed to evade the FBI for the past 8 years. According to an indictment filed by the U.S. District Court of Northern California in 2008, Jane and Sundin at one time owned and operated a number of websites, including discountbob.com and wintantivirus.com, that purported to offer semantic antivirus software. They conducted their shady business dealings via a fake company called Innovative Marketing Inc. Jane and Sundin used email scamming and pop-up security alert ads to direct potential customers to their other sites. In all, the scareware campaign targeted customers from more than 60 different countries, including the United States, Sweden, and Ukraine. Upon receipt of their goods, customers discovered that their software was fake. Many complained as a result. For those particularly vocal about their dissatisfaction, the scammers redirected them to call centers and told them lies or provided refunds to deter them from filing fraud reports and alerting the authorities. We named 3 hackers bound together in digital crime: Wen Xinyu, Huang and Kailiang. The suspects made headlines in May 2014 when the United States Department of Justice indicted 5 suspected Chinese nationals for allegedly committing economic and cyber espionage against American companies. Wen Huang and Sun were among the 5 named. The FBI is also currently pursuing Wang Dong and Gung Kunchai. Together, the 5 suspects face 1 count of conspiracy to commit computer fraud, 8 counts of unlawfully trying to access information for commercial advantage, 14 counts of trying to secretly damage protected computers, 6 counts of identity theft, 1 count of economic espionage, and 1 count of trade secret theft. For instance, Sun infiltrated Westinghouse in 2010, while the company was negotiating the construction of a power plant with a Chinese state-owned enterprise. Ultimately, he made off with more than 700 million pages of emails, as well as crucial insight into Westinghouse negotiation strategy. Sun and his fellow criminals compromised other corporations, including SolarWorld, US Steel, and ATI as part of their attack campaigns. The Justice Department's indictment dealt exclusively with the Comment Crew, officially known as Unit 61398 of the People's Liberation Army. It didn't mention dozens of other hacking groups operating under the PLA's supervision. Cyber theft is real theft, and we hold state-sponsored cyber thieves accountable as we would any other transactional crime organization that steals our goods and breaks our laws. This was strong rhetoric at the time. However, as China has no extradition treaty with the United States, it is unlikely these hackers will be arrested and put on trial anytime soon. At number 2, we have Evgeniy Mikhailovich Bogachev, the leader of a cybercrime ring responsible for writing and promulgating Game Over Zeus. On the 22nd of August 2012, a federal grand jury in Nebraska indicted Bogachev on several charges, including conspiracy to commit bank fraud, computer fraud, and identity theft. Later, a United States District Court for the Western District of Pennsylvania filed a separate indictment on the 19th of May 2014, charging him with computer fraud, bank fraud, money laundering, and wire fraud, among other charges. Finally, a third indictment only a week or 2 thereafter linked Bogachev to his nickname Lucky12345 and charged him with additional counts of conspiracy to commit bank fraud. According to his May 19 indictment, Bogachev and co-conspirators based in the UK, Russia, and Ukraine began sending out phishing emails in the fall of 2011. When users clicked on these malicious links, they unknowingly downloaded JabberZeus, a form of malware which the FBI and the European Cybercrime Center took down in the spring of 2014. Bogachev in turn used JabberZeus as a means to distribute CryptoLocker, ransomware which encrypts an infected computer's files and issues a ransom demand for the decryption key. As a result of this two-pronged attack, combining JabberZeus and CryptoLocker, the criminals succeeded in stealing $100 million, including tens of millions of dollars transferred to overseas bank accounts via illegal wire transfers. As of this writing, the author of JabberZeus remains at large. Bogachev's last known place of residence was Anapa, Russia. At one time, he owned property in Krasnodar, Russia, and was known to travel to different locations along the coast of the Black Sea. The US government is offering $3 million for information that leads to Bogachev's arrest. FBI's most wanted black hat hacker is Nicolae Popescu. This individual's crimes have surpassed all the rest in the eyes of law enforcement, so he gets the top spot on our list. On December 20th, 2012, the United States District Court, Eastern Division of New York, Brooklyn, indicted Popescu on a number of charges, including wire fraud, passport fraud, money laundering, and trafficking in counterfeit service marks. Shortly thereafter, the court issued a federal warrant for his arrest. Popescu was previously the ringleader of more than 70 Romanian hackers who used online auction sites including eBay, Cars.com, Autotrader.com, and CycleTrader.com to sell non-existent cars. The hackers posed as legitimate sellers of a range of items, which they advertised to online users based in the United States. Following news of this elaborate scam, the Romanian Directorate for Investigating Infractions, Organized Crime and Terrorism, and the FBI conducted raids against the group. Several items were confiscated, including 150 grams of gold, 2,425 SIM cards, and 7 cars. Overall, the group succeeded in stealing more than $3 million. Popescu was arrested in one of those raids. However, he was able to legally release himself when the authorities failed to serve Nicolae papers prior to the expiration of the legal documents under which he was being held. Another individual, Dmitry Daniel Bosogov, was also able to escape. He is currently wanted by the FBI for many of the same crimes as Popescu. Nicolae speaks excellent Romanian, so it is possible that he has traveled to Europe shortly following his release. The FBI is offering up to $1 million for information leading to Popescu's arrest. Let us know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching and see you soon in the next video.